I love Sonic Frontiers. It's definitely not... It definitely has its flaws. It definitely has its flaws, but especially at the time of its release, it's the best Sonic... It was the best Sonic game released in years. I love Sonic Frontiers so much. This is the starting stage for Sonic Frontiers. Kronos Island, made into a racing stage for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, and I love the remix. This might be my top 3 favorite remixes in this game. This is actually incredible. Oh, okay. So I remember these were... So I wonder if these are obstacles here, because I'm just curious if they ported the assets straight from Frontiers, or did they remake this from scratch? I am really curious here. I'm assuming they did that. They just remixed it from... They just pulled... I don't know, but as you see here, look at how gorgeous this view is, and the atmosphere. Like, they really got the atmosphere right. Like, if there's one thing that Sonic Frontiers does right, it's just atmosphere. This is easily in contention to be, like, my favorite stage in this entire game. Because you definitely see all of the... Because I love the atmosphere, I love the music, I love all the cameos from the different enemies you see in the Starfall Islands. For example, Squid makes an important role and appearance in this stage, as well as Asura. Like Asura in Lap 3, which is really cool. And as you see here, this bridge here is a really neat reference to Kronos Island. But as you notice, this is kind of like a shorter, I guess a shortened version. But yeah, as you see all this here, especially with this Eggman ship. This Eggman ship here. Well, this Eggman capsule. This is definitely supposed to reference Kronos. Although I am not sure if those pillars specifically are here. We're in, like, I forget if these are... I don't think these were in Frontiers. These specific pillars, or they probably were. I have to replay Frontier, I have to replay the Kronos Island just to, you know, remember. But yeah, this is the classic waterfall. And I believe we're getting closer to the area where Giganto's supposed to be. But do we see the area? No. Oh shit. Yo. It's kind of like a low poly version of it, but look, that's the area where you fight Giganto. That's the area where you fight Giganto. That's so funny. Okay, so I think they may have ported the stage from Frontiers as a basis, and then it kind of just worked around it from there. But no, that's just so cool. That's like so cool. Oh my god. But yeah, as you see here, we're going past, and then we go and see the other islands here. We see the arches. See the many arches. Yeah, so I think what they did was, I think they ported the stage from Frontiers onto Unreal Engine, and then they kind of just like remade it from here. Yeah, it's a little bit of a low poly version, obviously, but then again, this is not, you're not really supposed to see all of this. So for them to just descale all of this for stuff that you can't really see, it makes sense. That makes perfect sense. But yeah, this is the other side of Kronos Island here, and yeah, we passed the stage where you get to fight Giganto. Yeah, because I remember this area all in its glory. You know, it'd be funny if they actually added Giganto, but I don't think they would. I think it'd be cool if Giganto did make an appearance, but we kind of did, because we have the Giganto liner. We have the Giganto car. So, oh yes, this is the floating. This is the floating pendulum thing, the floating diamond that looks like an alien spacecraft. But this is a certain thing that you get to, certain obstacle you get to go through in Kronos Island. Definitely one of my favorite parts of Kronos Island. Just like in general, yep, I remember this. The pattern's right and everything. You get to fight, I forget which enemies you fight, but you get to fight enemies here too. Now, I wonder. Obviously, they would have to remove like a whole lot of... Because I know there's a little thing, there's a big, like, platform here, I believe, right above this. I believe it's right above this, or right around this area here, where you do fight another enemy. Yeah, I mean, these are one of the towers here. Oh, right in all of its glory. And we have the patterns here, everything. I think right from Frontiers. Right from Frontiers. Oh, yeah, again... King of Water. King of Water. This also is one of my favorite stages when it comes to atmosphere in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. They got the atmosphere for Kronos Island like perfect. Like really, really cool. So all of it's pretty cool. I wonder if we'll get other stages I wonder if we'll get other, like, Sonic Frontiers, because I would love to see, like, Ares Island as a stage. I mean, we technically got part of Chaos Island, because that's technically part of White Space. Well, it's part of White Space, you know, in that stage. But, yeah, this is so cool. Sonic Frontiers is a really good game. Now, I will admit, when it first came out, because I remember rating it like a 7. Like a 7, 7.5, because the final, it was clear that towards the end, it was a bit rushed. It was clear it was rushed. So, I was a little disappointed, but at the same time, I wasn't, like, mad. Like, Sonic Frontiers is a vastly better game than Sonic Forces. Ever will. That is a goddamn fact. Especially with all the updates that they've gotten, the free updates. And, of course, Final Horizon. Overall, Sonic Frontiers is a very good game. I love Sonic Frontiers. One of the best Sonic games released in years. The game with one of the best soundtracks. And from there, it got better. We got Shadow Generations, which was amazing. And we got Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, which is also great. We love Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. I mean, I love it. I have over 100 hours currently in this game. So clearly I love it. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, yep, we see all the Coco here. Oh, the Cocos are so cute, by the way. I love the Cocos. I would have preferred if the Chow were to return, but it seems like they're gearing up for that. I don't know. But, yeah. So, this is, yeah, the Cocos here just cheering you on. And it's just so cute. Cocos are so cute. Especially when you understand, when you understand the lore of the Cocos in Sonic Frontiers, kind of makes you cry a little bit. It's a bit dark. It's a bit dark. But anyway, I'm not going to spoil that for you. I highly recommend for those of you who have not played Sonic Frontiers to play Sonic Frontiers, especially now with all of the updates. It's a more complete version of what it was when it first came out. Highly recommend Sonic Frontiers. Great. Okay, so let's delve into the actual stage. Like I said, I know I've been like yapping a lot, but it's like there's like, legit so much. Yeah, so we're going through here. And I love this turn here with the music playing. The calm, serene, like, music. So the calm, serene, like, upbeat music at the same time. And I usually like to just drift here. Like, drift a lot here. And arguably, this may be my favorite stage in this game. Like, I love Kronos Island so much. Like, and then usually here you want to boost here so you can get, like, a shortcut. Oh, yeah, you see more of the architecture here. More of the Kronos Island architecture. The architecture. Want to keep it faithful to the aesthetic of Kronos Island. But yeah, and then you go up here. You go up this tower. I wonder, is this... Oh my god. Anyway, I wonder, is this supposed to reference a certain tower that you go on so you can unlock... Yes! I believe... Yeah, so this is the same tower that you get, so you get to unlock one of the Chaos Emeralds, I do believe. Or get to unlock... something. You unlock something, and one of the things in the beginning of the game. This is one of the first towers you go up on in Sonic Frontiers. This is one of the first towers you go up on. But yes, you drive up this raceway here. Again, I love the patterns. The Starfall Island patterns. The Ancients patterns. So cool, man. And with the glowing green and everything, they really kept it accurate. And it's just so cool to just drive across. Again, the aesthetic is just so cool. Now, one thing that you notice here, Squid's not there. The Squid is not there. So what we're going to do is, because I think I have to trigger the Squid. I have to trigger the Squid because I do not see him anywhere here. So we're gonna drive through real quick just to see if we can see the Squid. Okay, do I see Squid? Yes, there he is. 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 He just popped on. Just popped up. Yep. And you see, and this is supposed to reference like the boss fight because there's a certain thing here where you have these patterns that are an extension of Squid themselves, and then that's where you get to damage him a lot here. So, but yes, Squid makes a beautiful cameo as he's an integral part of the flow of this stage, which is really cool. Yep, he's just going through. I know Shadow's just gonna keep dying, but that's just so cool, man. Even like this view here, they really did a good job with keeping it faithful to Frontiers, and it clearly shows. Shut up, Shadow. But yes. You don't have a mouth. How do you eat? How do these ancient creatures eat? I don't know. They eat somehow. Yep, and then we have this final part here where it changes within the third lap. Oh, yes. There's this water area. This certain waterfall area that is also accurate to Sonic. Yeah, I remember this because this is where you fight. I forget which enemy you fight. It's a certain enemy where you have to dodge a lot. I'm having a brain fart of what the name of that enemy is, but I believe you have to with this particular enemy here, you have to side loop a lot. I'll have to do a comparison at one point, but yep, and we're going to go into the final stretch of this particular stage. Now, it changes within the third lap. The reason being is Asura makes an appearance. But yes, and then we see Squid just chilling here. Squid absolutely just chilling here. Because why not? Oh yeah, this area here, I believe this is where another tower is. I believe this is where another tower is, or a cyberspace gate of some sort. Oh, look at that. But yes, if you haven't played Sonic Frontiers, please play Sonic Frontiers. I love this game. I love that game so much. Okay. Hello. Oh, yeah, you're just chilling. You're just chilling. But, yes. Funny enough, I mentioned this. Here's one of the cyberspace gates. Now, I forget which one in particular, but they all look the same. But this is one of the cyberspace gates that you go to where you get a gear throughout the game. You can get it through various other places throughout the game. For those who haven't played Frontiers, and then you get a certain amount, you activate it, and then you go through a certain cyberspace level to, you know, do your shit and stuff. I want to take a good look at the final lap area because things do change. Because I want to see Asura, because Asura does make an appearance. Oh, look at that. I'll have to compare because I'm not sure if it's a 1-to-1, like size, like scale-wise of the Kronos Island from Frontiers. I'll have to compare. That would be an interesting thing to compare now that I'm seeing it. But Kronos Island. Beautiful, amazing, may be my favorite stage in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. It may be my favorite stage in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. It's contending with two other stages, like Eggman Expo and White Space. I'm thinking this may be my favorite though. But we're gonna take a look at the lap 3 and see Asura in the final stretch of that lap, and I will see you there. So there's a couple differences with the final lap version of Kronos Island, besides, you know, the banger remix that is I Am Revisited for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. You notice that the trail, the squid trail here, is already activated. Because, you know, it doesn't really loop over again unless if you're doing the second lap in time trials. But, yep, there's good old Asura. The first boss that you fight in Sonic Frontiers, by the way. Yeah, because the goal here is so you're supposed to basically boost up here, and then there's these here that you're supposed to destroy. They each have their own health bars. You destroy all 3 of his arms, and then Asura dies, and you gain like a gear. He's just standing here menacingly, right on the edge. He's like really close though. Like he could fall at any point. I don't think it cares though. I really don't think it cares. A bunch of like boost rings, so you can just boost forward here. And I don't know where. I'm guessing the squid kind of disappeared. I guess the squid kind of disappeared. Oh yes, one of my favorite shortcuts to do in this stage, by the way, is this right here. Every time I go to this area, I always hope I have like a boost whip so I can just go forward. And then you just dash like a madman as hard as you can, or mad woman, or mad whatever, as much as you can. Oh yeah, the ring's just right there, just menacingly. Kind of looks like a half McDonald's arch, but no, it's a ring. Why would I compare the greatness of a travel ring to like the Golden Arches? Don't eat McDonald's, by the way, or at least eat it very sparingly and eat real food. But anyway. Okay. I love Kronos Island. Arguably my favorite stage in this game. I think I can say it definitively, it's my favorite stage in this game. Yeah, this turn here is like very, because you want to be careful here, because one false move and then that could land you towards the back of the line for falling overwards. It took me a bit to get used to turning here. With this road, this squid road. But, yeah. But anyway, the best stage when it comes to atmosphere. Absolutely, without question. But yes, overall, Kronos Island, my favorite stage in this game, without a shadow of a doubt, my favorite stage in this game. And nothing tops it as of right now. I'm gonna be honest, no stage tops it right now. Eggman Expo is like up there, and like White Space. But yeah, Kronos Island, man, really damn cool. Really damn cool. If you have not played Sonic Frontiers yet, please play Sonic Frontiers. It is a very good game. It has a lot of flaws, even with all the updates, but overall, it is a very good game. I love it.